afternoon, or good whatever time it is, and welcome to today's episode of Younger by the Day, in which I read to you the daily reading from a book, Younger by the Day, that I wrote quite a long time ago, back in 2004. So what you get is what I knew around 53 and what I know now at 71. So if you happen to be someone who is growing older and you'd like to grow a little bit younger, maybe we can help out here. And if not, we can just get together and have some fun. So welcome to everybody who's here. Some of these readings from Younger by the Day, you see my cute little clock, lamp that's hanging on the book. So Younger by the Day was really written with women in mind. So if you're a different gender, just, take what you like and leave the rest. Today we're going to be talking about 12 steps to happy skin. Your skin can show your age or deny it so that it will continue to tell the story the way you want. Keep it happy. Step 1, cleanse your face gently twice a day. And I have learned since 2004 that a great way to cleanse your skin is to do an oil cleanse first and then some kind of mild cleanser. So people are always asking me, what kind of skincare do you use? Like I have some sort of super fancy regimen, and I don't. So what I've got right now is a Burt's Bees oil cleanser and an Andalou Naturals milk cleanser. And if I'm really sleepy at night, sometimes I just do one of those. But when you can do the double duty, it really seems to help, and you have a little bit more of a glow the next day. Step 2, feed your skin moisture. Your skin loves humidity and a cream or lotion that holds moisture in. For a double whammy of the wet stuff, spritz with water from a spray can and then moisturize. And something I have learned since that's even better than plain water or the spring water they sell in the cans is rose water, or it's sometimes called rose hydrosol. You can get one from the Heritage Store, which is the Edgar Cayce people, or any kind of pure rose hydrosol. It's a wonderful, refreshing spritz, smells really good, and makes you think of roses. Step 3, drink lots of water. This is a way to moisturize from the inside. Well, guess what? I've learned some more stuff. And that is that you don't just have to chug water all day long. What we want to do is eat a high water content diet. So if you're eating lots of fruits and vegetables, and especially in the summertime when you just really crave salads and watermelons and all these rich, water-rich foods, that when you cook them, some of the water cooks out, and that's why sometimes cooked foods, especially in the winter, seem a little bit more satisfying because there's more oomph to them. But when they're raw, when they're fresh, you get all kinds of fabulous water. And it's cool if you hang out around health people very much, you'll sometimes hear these water arguments, as if we don't have enough to argue about these days. But anyway, some people will say the only really pure water is distilled. And other people will say, no, because if you have distilled water, that's going to leach the calcium and the minerals from your bones. You need to have spring water. And then other people will say, no, you don't want spring water because those are inorganic minerals and that could cause arthritic kinds of conditions. So that's a terrible thing. So what you really should have is alkaline water. Now, the only rub there is that an alkalizing unit costs about $2,000, but oh, guess what? I happen to be selling them multi-level. It's a strange argument, but you know what? When you eat the fresh fruits and vegetables, or when you juice the vegetables and make a wonderful kind of celery, kale, lemon juice, it's fabulous, you get water that is naturally distilled, organically mineralized, and guess what? Highly alkaline. So, can't lose with Mother Nature. Step 4, don't see the light of day without sunscreen. 5, exfoliate once a week if your skin is sensitive. Using a washcloth with your cleanser may be all the exfoliation you need. Step 6, get plenty of sleep. Skin positively withers when you're tired. Lack of sleep invites dark circles, blotchy patches, and a pallor that can make you look unwell. Step 7, do not smoke. Stopping, if this applies to you, is more to save your life than to save your skin. Still, the sooner you quit, the sooner you'll stop aging your face. Now that's an interesting one also to look at from the 2022 now lens, as opposed to 2003 and 2004 when I was writing this book, that a lot more people smoked then. And I know we've got the vaping thing, and that's not good either, but still, the upward progression of the universe. One of my spiritual teachers, Dr. Ernest Wilson, always talked about the upward progression of the universe, and I love seeing it, and we're certainly seeing it in that way. Step 8, if you drink, do so in moderation. Step 9, use the anti-aging products you need, not every one that comes along. Well, I have learned a lot recently about products and even what products are allowed by law to do. I had a wonderful dermatologist, Dr. Jessica Krant. She's here on Instagram. You can find her. You can also check out the podcast episode that I did with her. I think it was episode 433 of the Main Street Vegan podcast. You can just find the Main Street Vegan podcast and Jessica Krant, Krant. Oh, somebody likes Dr. Wilson. Thank you. Free your mind. Beautiful. So anyway, you can find that episode with Dr. Jessica Krant. And what she said that absolutely blew me away is that legally, a product can't really do very much to your skin, or it would be classified as a drug and you would need a prescription. So very interesting that maybe we can spend our money on some other things instead of a lot of expensive skincare, unless it makes you happy. There's one expensive kind of skincare thing that I just love. I never seem to be able to justify buying it for myself, but I always ask for it for gifts, and that's Dr. Hauschka cleansing milk. And Dr. Hauschka is very pure line. They use these anthroposophical principles, so they harvest the herbs excuse me, by the phases of the moon and all that. But they put some sort of, I think it's calendula, in that cleansing milk, and every time I use it, I just get a total aromatherapy rush. That stuff is amazing. But the fact is, what it does for my skin, maybe not much more than what I've got in the cabinet right now. Step 10, eat a balanced diet you're proud of. One with lots of fruits and vegetables. And do this every day, not just good days. You know, I really like that phrase. Eat a diet you're proud of. I'm a vegan, and I'm thrilled to be vegan. Makes me happy, makes me feel like I can look the cows in the eye and all of that. But what I like to say to people is, what would you be proud of for eating today? And maybe you're moving more plant-based. I don't know what other people are doing, but if you can be proud of it, then I think you're probably moving in the right direction. At least that's how I see it. Step 11. I'm actually changing this one. It says something different in the book, but what I'm going to say is caress your complexion with carotenoids. And that means the yellow and orange pigments in fruits and vegetables. So we're talking winter squash, sweet potatoes, carrots, that kind of thing. So of course, this is a precursor to vitamin A, really good for your skin, good for your eyes, good for all kinds of stuff. But they did do studies on Caucasian people anyway, that showed that people who have a high level of carotenoids in their system appear to other people who look at their pictures as being more attractive, and the word very often used to describe these people who eat lots of carrots and winter squash was sexy. So the golden glow, I guess. And certainly we know that nutrients rock. They're going to show up on your skin. They're going to show up in just how you move through the world. When a physician wants to know what's going on with you, they have all kinds of ways to look inside with the x-rays and the MRIs and all that. But sometimes you can just look at yourself in the mirror or look at a friend and you can find out, have they been worried? Have they been stressed? Have they been not sleeping? Because that's going to show up on the skin. Step 12, do not pull, stretch, tug, or terrify your face. Your skin is here to protect you, but it isn't armor. Be gentle. And oh my goodness, isn't that a wonderful way to live our lives? To be gentle to ourselves, to be gentle to those around us, to be gentle with all beings. Can't beat it. Rejuvenate yourself with action. Choose one of these steps, the one you need most, and practice it until it becomes second nature. So I hope you will check out the Main Street Vegan podcast episode with Dr. Jessica Krant. I'm actually going to have her on again. The podcast is going to have its 10th anniversary in June. So in April, May, and June, I'm going to do something really exciting. I'm going to bring on the people who really uplift my life, and hopefully they'll uplift everybody's life who listens. So 1 month I'm going to have my personal physician. So Dr. Krant will be on, Dr. Frank Sabatino, some other wonderful plant-based doctors who just make such a difference in my life. Then I'm going to have my ethical heroes. These are people in animal rights, people in the environmental world that I just feel like if I could be half as good as they are, I'm doing okay. And then I want to have spiritual luminaries, the people who really uplift my soul. So something to look forward to in April, May, and June, and something to look forward to every afternoon, right about 4:30 Eastern Time, is this little get-together when we read and chat about growing younger. Oh, thank you all for all your nice comments. Thank you. Is that Janie? Lovely. I appreciate that, like all the little hearts. So thanks everybody for joining. Please let your friends know. It'll be interesting to see if we really last at this for a year. Oh, I should ask Russell Brand. He's spiritual. Oh my gosh. Well, if you know how to get to him, I'd be happy to ask. Okay, everybody. Thanks a million. Take care of your skin. Take care of your heart. Take care of others. All the best.